In this video, we are going to be learning how to cut the upper part of this stylish jumpsuit with straps. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. And to my returning subscribers and my new subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you coming back to watch my video. And if you're new on my channel, do well to subscribe as well. Thank you so much. So let's get right into the main video. I'm going to rule a line across here which will serve as our starting point and our shoulder line, and from the line I'm going to come down to take my vertical measurement. From my shoulder to my bust point is 9 inches. I'll mark that and I will extend the point across. Then from the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust line. From my shoulder to my under bust point is 12 inches. I'll mark that all the way and then extend the point across as well. Then from my shoulder to my waist point in front is 16 inches. So I'm going to mark 16 inches downward from the shoulder line, and I will also go ahead and extend the point across. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line here, divide my shoulder by 2, which is 7.5. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope because our shoulders are not straight. And I'm going to come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder slope to my neck width this way. I'm going to come down to mark my neck depth of 3 inches. I'll connect from the shoulder from my neck width to my neck depth this way. The next thing is to mark the chest line. Now, how to get your chest line: divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement. I got 7, and I'll go ahead and extend this point across. So this is my chest line. On my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here. I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked here. And I'll also come to this line, divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint, and the midpoint of 7 is 3.5. I'll go in at that point by half an inch. I'll come to my chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll connect the point together to form my armhole. The next thing is to mark my dart, and to mark your dart, divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. Mine is 3.5. I'll mark it on the chest line, bust line, and also on the waistline. I'll go ahead and connect the point together with a straight line. I'm going to come to my shoulder slope, divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint, and I'll connect from there to my dart like this way. So I will label my line appropriately so we don't get confused. So this is our center front and our side front. On the center front, on the under bust line, I'm going to mark ½ inch here, and on the side front I'll mark 1 inch. But if you're a plus size person, mark 1 inch on the center front and mark 1.5 inches on the side front. I'll do the same thing here, ½ inch here and then 1 inch on the side front. I'll connect the 2 points together this way. So I'm going to come down from the bust line by 1 inch, and I will connect with my curve rule this way, connect from the under bust to that point. I'll do the same thing on this other side. Then I'm going to go up by how covered I want my top to be. So it depends on what you want. You can do 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches. I don't want to review any cleavage at all, so I went up by 2 inches. Like I say, it depends on how covered you want your chest to be. At that point, I'm going to mark ½ an inch on both sides of this line here, and I'll connect back to my original line with my curve rule this way. I'll do the same thing on this other side. I'll just connect this way. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement, so I'll add my seam allowance of 1 inch. I'll come to the under bust line, mark my under bust measurement, replace the dart intake here, add my seam allowance. I'll come to the waistline, mark my waist measurement, replace the dart intake, then add my seam allowance. I'll go ahead and connect all these points together like so. The next thing we're going to do right now is to mark our dart and to our bust dart. And to mark your bust dart is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and back. From my shoulder to my waist in front is 16 inches, while from my shoulder to my waist at the back is 14.5. The difference is 1.5 inches. So I came down by that 1.5 inches from the bust line and I connect this way. So we are going to be cutting this off, and this is basically it for the back front pattern. I'll go ahead and cut it out now. So we are going to be cutting the center front on fold, and the side front we are going to cut it cut it ×2. And this is it for the front pattern. And for the strap that we have, you are just going to cut a long rope when you are cutting on your fabric, and you are just going to join it like this. You'll be attaching this when you are sewing. Make sure to cut it long just so it can extend all the way to the back. So we're going to keep this aside so that you can work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, I have my zipper allowance of 1 inch. I have already marked my bust line and my waistline. So I'm going to come to my shoulder line, mark my shoulder measurement, come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll mark my neck width of 3 inches. The neck width for the back and the front must be the same. From the shoulder slope, I'm going to come down to mark my chest line using the same formula we use for the front. Divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement, and I will extend this point across. This is my chest line. On my chest line, I'll mark my shoulder measurement here. Then I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to that point. I'll come to this line, divide it into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint. At the midpoint, I will go in by 1/2 inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll connect the point to form my armhole this way. So I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement for my darts divided by 2, which is 3.5. I'll mark it on the chest line, bust line, and on the waistline, and I'll connect the point together with a straight line. On my waistline, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides of our dart leg, and I'll come down from the chest line by 1 inch. I'll go ahead and connect my dart. The next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll add my seam allowance, come to the waist, divide my waist by 4, then replace the dart intake, add my seam allowance, and this is basically it for the back. Very simple. The next I'm going to do right now, I'm going to come to the zipper allowance here on the waistline, mark 1/2 inch here and slant it up. This is to eliminate any form of zipper bulge around this area. We are going to be cutting this excess out, and this is basically it for the back pattern. This is where our back is going to stop on the chest line. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out now. So if you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do well to hit on the subscribe button. Subscription is totally free. Please subscribe. If you find this video helpful, do well to give it a thumbs up. For the dart, you can decide to cut it or you just sew it down, but I'll be cutting mine and close it back with my tape so that I can cut it as one piece. Alright, you can decide to just hold it, sew it down, or cut it out this way and then close it with your tape and cut it as one piece on your fabric, just the way I'm doing here. So I'll just close it and I'm going to cut it as one piece on my fabric, and this is basically it for the back pattern. If you have any question regarding this video, do well to drop it in the comment section and I will attend to it. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Do well to like, share and subscribe before you go, and I will see you in the next video.